Good morning, dear students. Today we are discuss in business study. The next topic is staffing. So, dear students, first of all, we will discuss what is the meaning of staffing. Staffing means appoint the right person on a right time on a right job position for the complete of task in an organization. Then we can say that is the meaning of staffing. Or staffing consists of manpower planning, recruitment, selection, training, compensation, promotion and maintenance of managerial personnel, or finding the right person for the right job, having the right qualification, doing the right job at the right time, then we can say that is staffing. Or fill the vacant job position in an organization with the right qualified people, then we can say that is the meaning of staffing. So in general language, dear students, you can say staffing fill the vacant job position in an organization, that is called staffing. Clear? Now we discuss importance of staffing. So dear students, we have a lot of importance of staffing. The first one is filling the role by obtaining competent personnel. The staffing function needed fill the vacant job position in an organization. There will be use of job position unless or until without any staffing. So in an organization without any staffing, any job position cannot be performed in the organization. If we want to perform the organization each job position in a proper way, then we have the requirement of appoint the right person on the right job position. Clear? Another importance plus placing the right person at the right job. Staffing ensure the higher performance by placing the right person on the right job on the right time. So job by proper recruitment and selection. Employees are given a place according to their qualification. Placing the right person on the right time, on the right job. Dear students, in an organization, the right person appointed on the right time, on the right job position, then definitely they perform best in an organization. Growth of enterprises. The enterprise's growth is always depend the employees' qualification, experience and knowledge, skills. So when the qualified and expert skilled people appointed in an organization, the organization easily achieve the target and earn more profit. So the organization expansion and growth is easily possible. Next one, optimum utilization of human resources. Throughout manpower planning and job analyzing, we can find out how much total number of employees required in an organization and what style. So dear students, according to planning, manpower planning, no under and over manpower in an organization. So the required people appointed always in an organization, so the all manpower is fully utilized. Help in competing. Dear students, the lot of organization have a same physically and financially resources. Physically and financial resources, but they don't compete with each other. Those organizations have efficient employees, then they compete with each other and win the competition. So totally win of the competition is depend on the efficient staff, because efficient staffing is ensure or increase the efficiency of employees in an organization. Next one, improve job satisfaction and morale of the employees. The staffing function does not end only with appointment of employees. After appointment of employees, the organization gives the training, promotion, compensation to employees. So the whole thing is motivated to employees to do best in an organization. So it is improve the job satisfaction of employees and reduce the employees turnover of the organization. Key to effectiveness of other function. In an organization, the management perform different functions like planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, etc. But without staffing, the other function cannot be performed properly in an organization. So that's your importance of staffing in an organization. Clear, beta? So the first question, what is staffing? Briefly explain the importance of staffing. Next we will discuss staffing process. So dear students, what is staffing process? Staffing referred as both line as well as staffing activity. It is referred as line activity because like other functions such as planning, organizing, directing, controlling, staffing is also performed by every manager. It is a staffing activity because it is an important area of management. Like marketing management, financial management, we have human resources management department also in the large organization. So each organization always perform the staffing process. So dear students, we are include in staffing process is 5 steps. Generally, in a staffing process differ in large scale organization and small scale organization. In large scale organization, the staffing process, the first one is estimating manpower requirement. First of all, the manager of the organization estimate the manpower requirement. That means the how many total number of employees required in an organization and what types. What types means it's a qualification, experience, knowledge, skills, etc. So estimation of manpower requirement include three steps. The first one is workload analysis, workforce analysis, and comparison both workforce and workload analysis. So at the time of estimation of manpower requirement, the manager first of all analyze the workload analysis. That means the how many total employees required fulfill the particular job position in an organization. And after that, check workforce analysis, how much total of employees at present perform on a particular job position. And that's axis or under. After that, compare the total required at present, how much total is performed, and the total employees required for the vacant job position perform the activities in a particular way. That's your first steps of staffing process. Next step is recruitment. What is recruitment? So dear students, recruitment means inspiring, inducing a lot of people to apply in an organization for vacant job position. Clear? Recruitment means inspiring and using people apply for a vacant job position. Because when a lot of people, the more and more people apply for a vacant job position, then the company have a wider areas for selection. And the organization select the best candidate for vacant job position. Next one, selection. Selection means choosing the most suitable candidate to fill the vacant job position. And the selection is always negative process because the selected candidate is less than the rejected candidate. Clear? Next step is placement and orientation. Placement means the appointed people sent on a right job position for work. And orientation means introduce the existing employees of new employees for familiar rule, regulation and etc. Because when the employees is familiar in an organization, then they do best in an organization and its performance is prized. Next, training and development. After placement and orientation, the organization is always time to time update the knowledge of employees with the help of training and development. Because when the employees have advanced knowledge of the technology in production process and its efficiency of rise and they contribute a maximum in production process, and it is easily possible with the help of training and development. Clear? So that's your 5 points of the staffing process in large scale organization. The first one, estimating manpower requirement. next one recruitment, next one selection, next one placement and orientation, and next one is training and development. In small organization, the whole work is done by only owner of the organization or the manager of the organization. They have no separate department to perform all the work. In small scale organization, the first of all, the manager or the owner of the organization is performance appreciation. They always check the performance of employees in an organization. They evaluated the performance of the organization. They perform best in an organization according to his capabilities, qualification, experience, etc. And after that, the next is promotion and career planning. With the help of evaluating a performance, they always promote of the employees another higher job position. It is rise the post, and it is also rise the authorities' responsibilities or remuneration. Clear? Compensation, that's your paid by honor to our employees according to employees' efficiency. In the small organization is always paid the remuneration according to time and according to performance. The some organization paid remuneration according to time, and some organization paid remuneration according to performance. When the employees perform more, then more amount paid, and perform less and the less amount paid. Clear? That's your staffing process in a small scale organization. So in a small scale organization, they have no separate human resources department. They always, all the activities performed by the company manager or the owner of the organization. They include 3 steps. The first, performance appraisal. Next one, promotion and career planning. Next one, remuneration or compensation. Clear? Now we discuss human resources management. So dear students, what is human resources management? Guys, we know that each large scale organization maintain the separate department. It is also called personal department or human resources department. The department is always providing efficient employees to an organization, and they always decided salaries, promotion, demotion, etc. Clear? Now we discuss recruitment. Component or aspects of staffing. So we have 3 component or aspects of staffing. The first one is recruitment, next one is selection, and next one is training. Now we will discuss element of staffing. We have 3 elements of staffing. The first one is recruitment, next one is selection, next one training. So dear students, first of all we will discuss what is the meaning of recruitment. So you know that recruitment means inspiring and using more and more people they apply for a vacant job position. Because the organization is understand when the more and more people apply for a vacant job position, then its choose area is so wider and he can easily select the best candidate for a vacant job position. Now we have discussed the sorts of recruitment. Dear students, we have 2 sorts of recruitment: internal sorts of recruitment or external sorts of recruitment. First of all, we have discussed internal sorts of recruitment. When the vacant job position fill inside of the organization is called internal source of recruitment, or the vacant job position fill existing employees in an organization, that is called internal source of recruitment. Clear? Now we have discussed the advantage of internal source of recruitment. So we have a lot of advantage. The first one is it's economical. Economical because less expensive, because the all employees select inside of the organization. So organization do not spend a lot of amount for different tests, recruitment, etc. Next one, it's a motivate existing employees. The internal source of recruitment is motivate existing employees because they always understand when they perform best in an organization, then definitely they appoint another higher job position. Next one, less amount is spent on training because the employees already trained. They already understand what kinds of activity they perform in an organization. So we have no requirement of amount, spend a lot of amount for the training. Next one, the existing employees is always familiar according to rule and regulation of the organization. So they perform best in an organization, they feel familiar of the rule and regulation. And improve performance of the employees. Because all employees understand when they perform best in an organization, then definitely they promote another higher job position. So the performance is improved so fast. Now we discuss the drawback or disadvantage of internal source of recruitment. The first drawback is no fresh talent come in the organization. Because we are appointed existing employees, so we have no fresh talent enter in an organization. The fresh talent enter in the organization from outside, and we don't appoint employees from outside, so fresh talent do not come in an organization. The area of choices is limited. We have few employees and we are appointed the best for a vacant job position. So the area of choice is very small. Next one, not suitable for new organization. Yes, internal source of recruitment is not suitable new organization because they have no employees, they have then appointed the another job position. So it is not applied in a new organization. Next, demerit, the frequent transfer is always reduce the performance of employees. When the employees is transferred regularly one department to another department, then they do not perform best in an organization, and its impact goes the level of productivity is fall and the performance of employees is reduced in an organization. That's your demerits of internal source of recruitment. Clear? Next we will discuss the method of internal source of recruitment. So my dear students, we have two methods of internal source of recruitment. The first one is transfer and next one is promotion. Transfer means shifting the employees one department to another department on the same job position, same rights, same responsibility and same remuneration. It is change on the place of production, place of work of an employee. So for example, color in finance department shift in production department. That is called transfer. Next one, promotion. When the people appoint on another higher job position and increase the remuneration, right, responsibility, authority or prestige. That is called promotion. Clear beta? That's your techniques of internal source of recruitment or method of internal source of recruitment. Clear beta? So today we are discuss the first question is what is staffing? Briefly explain the importance of staffing. Next question, briefly explain the staffing process. Next question, briefly explain the human resources management. Next question, briefly explain internal source of recruitment, its merit, demerit and method of internal source of recruitment. Clear beta? If you have any doubt, any topics, then you can contact me. Clear? You will prepare all questions on your fair copy. Thank you very much.